A blessed day to you, all my sports to the bone people. Welcome back to another video. Thank you all for checking this one out. All right, my people. So we're still on the cricket train. Now we see where our own Fazeer Mohammed finally had his say on how the West Indies team performed. Quite a few people were anticipating what his remarks would be like. And I was listening to him on Sportsmax last night. So I'm just going to share a couple of the things that he said and I'll give my opinion as per usual. Also, we see where the West Indies openers, Tejnar and Shandopal and Craig Brathwaite, they actually picked up awards. Yes, they picked up an award. Well, they each picked up an award. So I'm gonna share with you what they got those awards for. So just give a listening ear until the end and let me know what you all think in the comment section. All right, so let us kick things off with Mr. Fazeer Mohammed and what he had to say about the West Indies victory. Now, going into the second test, he would have indicated that based on his opinion, or based on how he saw things, West Indies would have lost the game inside 3 days. Not only did West Indies win the game, they actually won the game inside 4 days. So, Australia is not like it went to all 5 days. So, I am sure, just like any other West Indian fan, that's one way that Fazeer would be happy to be wrong. You understand, when you are looking at the team is not going to win based on how you think they are going to perform, and they go and put on a world class performance. Most people would be happy to end up on the wrong side there. So he was talking about the team, talking about the pacer, Shamar Joseph mostly. He was saying that it was definitely encouraging to hear Joseph talking about Test cricket like that, saying that he seems to be a passionate person, knows how to work. The media also knows what to say and when to say. He was saying that hopefully he's not forced to go against what he said because of miscommunication from the board in terms of what they are able to do for him where Test cricket is concerned or where contract is concerned. So Fazeer was saying it's good to hear that he's passionate and he wants to play the ultimate form of the sport. He's new to the whole thing. So hopefully there won't be any sort of miscommunication, and then and then you find that he realized that he has to go elsewhere, even when we are playing tests, because he didn't say that he's not going to play T20 any at all. He was saying that he's going to be available for West Indies once West Indies is playing. So that is what he's saying there. Fazeer was also saying that the team is definitely rejoicing and should rejoice for that victory, yes, but there's still a lot of work to be done, and those who watch the game would understand that. Kurt McKenzie ended up being our top scorer, still averaging in the mid-30s, I think it was, for this series. So even though you win the second game and draw the series, you can understand what Faz is saying, that there's still a lot of work to be done, especially by the specialist batsmen. The bowlers did their part, bowl out Australia, and then in the second innings, in the second game, almost bowl them out, get 9 wickets and then they clear. Well, in the first innings, get 9 wickets and then they declared, and then we bowl them out in the second innings. That is some good bowling there. Fazeer was also talking about, going into the 4-day regional championship. The players need to stand out. And this is something that we always talk about on this platform. When you have Test cricketers going down one level to play in the 4-day regional championship, you should be able to just take one glance or one look and say, oh, even if you can't make out the face or the name on the back of the shirt, you should be able to take one glance and say, oh, that's one of the Test players just go down. You can't go down and then you're going back down to adapt to the level. You understand? If you are a test player, then when you go down, you should be scoring centuries. They should be taking 5-wicket hauls. This is how we want to see it. Want to see these guys dominating the 4-day regional championship. And not saying that they're going by step over everybody else that down there, but at least that will pull the other players that are on the verge of breaking through into the West Indies team. That will pull them to work harder. You understand? So I definitely agree with that. Now they go back down to the 4-day regional championship, go and put in some work, score some centuries, some big centuries, take some 5-wicket hauls, and separate yourself. Fazeer was saying that when he was growing up, and the West Indies test team, when the players return home to play in their regional championship, they could easily tell them apart. You understand? So I agree with that. Want them to go down and really prove that they are test cricketers and they are a notch above the rest, and the others should be working to get up there. Faz was also saying that he's not overly bothered. He's not bothered that Shamar is off to play in the PSL. Because at the end of the day, you still have to do what you have to do. He was saying that it's really hard to really pay them, where CWI is concerned. Johnny Graves said it the other day that they can't compete with that. So it's all about communication. It's all about setting the thing in such a way that players are players can make themselves available when it's international time. That's what Fazeer is saying, that listen, he is not overly bothered by players going and playing franchise cricket, because that is where it's going now. But once they are putting West Indies cricket first, once they are prioritizing West Indies cricket, he's good with all of that. So with a couple of T20 series coming up now, my people, he was saying that, well, not even T20 series, a couple of franchise leagues that he's set to play in, we could see him in the West Indies World Cup squad. Looking to bowl that new ball, looking to be hostile, looking to pick up early wickets for us with the new ball there. And now that he's going to the PSL, if things work out for him, and think, why not? Why not? I mean, it's always good to have options. You have Alzari and you would have Shamar, two out and out quicks, and then you could look at the other guys, the other bowlers that you would want there. So we don't want to overwork him or anything like that. We don't want to get ahead of ourselves either, because he just made his debut. So let us see how he will mix things up and how he will control and thing. I think he's definitely going to play the latter stages of the 4-day regional championship. That is what I always like to see, that, because they can work on new deliveries, they can work and really mastering the craft and things. So, we might see him in the West Indies T20 squad for the World Cup. Still a little way off. So we're going to continue to monitor him. We're going to watch and see what he's doing in the PSL. Don't know if he's going to end up doing a little thing in the ILT20 or he's sitting that out totally. But I said this yesterday, he is in the PSL, but not only is he in the PSL, he's under the guidance of the West Indies white ball coach, Darren Sammy, who is the head coach of that team that he will be playing for. So we're going to continue to monitor that and see how that one go. Quickly before we finish now, my people, we see where Craig Brathwaite and Tejner and Shandopal, they were actually awarded. Yes, man, I am taking this here from the West Indies Facebook page, and it says they are being honored they are being awarded for the West Indies versus Zimbabwe first test that was played from the 4th to the 8th of February in 2023. That was the long partnership, well, the big partnership that we had between both of them, where Brathwaite got 182 and Tejner and Shandopal got 207 not out. So they said the partnership of 336 runs in 114.1 overs, which would be 685 balls, is the second highest. Now, this is the highest opening partnership for West Indies, and as I said, the second highest in terms of overall. You know, they actually missed out there by think about one ball or so. You understand? So that's basically what that award there, what those awards, why they, you know, that's why they picked up those awards. Tasia and Shandopal and Craig Brathwaite being awarded for that partnership. So just wanted to shout them out on that. But that is basically it, you know, my people. We're gonna leave it right there for now. Sports to the bone. Keeping it informed. Big up.